Hello and welcome to a short video about how we multiply and divide recurring decimals to get an exact answer. Now the first thing we need to do is turn each of the recurring decimals into a fraction. I've got another video about that if you can't remember how to do it. Looking down the left hand one here in red, I'm making sure that the recurrence is both to the left and to the right of the decimal point, subtracting and then finding x. So if you can't remember how to do that, please do have a look back at my other video. Okay, so the first one I want to do is this, 0.385 recurring multiplied by 2.74 recurring. So the first thing I need to do is turn each into a fraction. So I'm going to let x equal 0.385 recurring. Now if you remember from my previous video, I need to get the recurrence to the left and to the right of the decimal point. If I move the decimal point once, I'll get the 85 recurring on the right hand side but not the left hand side. If I move it 3 times, I'll have 85 on both the left and the right. So I have 1000x is 385.85 recurring, and I have 10x is 3.85 recurring. When I subtract that, I'll have 990 x's there and 382 on the right hand side. So x is 382 over 990. We'll do the same over here. Now I'll use a different letter because I'm doing a different number, but in lots of ways that doesn't really matter too much. You could use x again. Now I want the 4 on both the left and the right hand side. The 4 is the only recurring thing, so look, I'll times by 10 and I'll times by 100. So I'll get 100x is 274.4 recurring, and 10x is 27.4 recurring, and again I'll do a subtraction there, so I get 90x is 247, so x is 247 over 90. Okay, so now all I need to do is find the exact value when I multiply those together. So I'm going to use my fractions knowledge rather than trying to put it in the calculator and just getting an approximate answer. So 382 times 247 on the top, 990 times 90 on the bottom. If you need to go back and remind yourselves how to deal with fractions, please do so. So on the top that gives me 94,354, and on the bottom it gives me 89,100. And to get both those numbers, I've done 382 times 247 on the calculator, and then separately done 990 divided by 90. So I've already started this one off. We've already looked at how to do the actual recurrence many times. On the second one here, I'm going to let y equal 3.52 recurring. So 100 y's would be 352.2 recurring, and 10 y's would be 35.2 recurring. So 90y is equal to 317, so y is 317 over 90. Now if you remember with fractions, for divide we leave the first fraction alone and turn the second fraction upside down, so it's the same as 193 over 225 times 90 over 317, and then as I did before, work out 193 times 90, which is 17,370, and separately work out 225 times 317, which is 71,325. And then we can come up in a wordy problems. I'm thinking of two numbers. The first is 0.87 recurring. When I multiply the two together, we get 7,031 over 89,100. We need to work out the second number. What I'm going to do first is turn 0.87 recurring into a fraction. So we'll let x equal 0.87 recurring. Think about what's going on. I want the decimal point to the left and to the right of the recurrence. So I get 100x is 87.7 recurring. I get 10x is 8.7 recurring. When I subtract those, I will get 90x is equal to 79. So x is 79 over 90. So I know that 79 over 90 times my second number is 7,031 over 89,100. So question mark is going to be 7,031 over 89,100 divided by 79 over 90. And because it's a divide, we turn the divide into a times and flip the second one upside down. So 7,031 times 90 is 632,790, and on the bottom we will have 7,038,900, which, if you put it on your calculator, simplifies to 89/990. And then of course it would be the same sort of idea for add and take, but you just need to use the rules for add and take, but we'll look at that in another video. Thanks very much.